All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to deconstruct a piece of digital media that honestly has been a total mystery for years. It's super short, it's confusing, and it just leaves you scratching your head. So, our investigation starts right now.
And it begins with this, a confession. I mean, talk about a hook. This one line is the thing that kicks the whole story into gear. It sets this tone of just raw honesty and creates an immediate conflict that makes you rethink everything you're about to hear.
So this is the big question, isn't it? What is the journey of this lady? What's the real meaning of the shop? And what is driving her to say all this? Let's try and break this whole puzzle down, piece by piece.
To start, we really have to treat this clip with the seriousness it deserves. This isn't just some random video. Think of it as a primary source, a digital artifact that's just packed with potential meaning. So let's look at the evidence.
The title itself tells us what our main character says she wants to do. It lays out a simple, totally relatable goal, a trip to a shop. But as we're about to see, this supposedly everyday errand is, well, it's anything but straightforward. You could even call it a quest.
This long, kind of rhythmic affirmation, you know? Yeah. Is this a mantra? Is she trying to pump herself up for a difficult task? Or maybe she's talking to someone we can't hear. The fact that it's so ambiguous is what makes it so powerful.
And right here, the whole story takes a sharp turn. She's been discovered. That phrase, "you caught me," suddenly brings another person into the picture, and you get this feeling that she's been caught doing something she shouldn't. She's been seen in this vulnerable moment, which adds this whole layer of social pressure to her own private struggle. So, what this artifact leaves us with is a bunch of really deep narrative questions. This is the central enigma, the core puzzle, and it really demands a closer look. First off, who is our main character? She's just called a lady, which is pretty archetypal. Her being anonymous kind of makes her an everywoman, and it turns her journey into something universal that maybe we can all relate to. And then there's the setting. Is the shop a literal physical place? Or is it a metaphor for something else, like a goal she's trying to reach, or a place of escape? The text gives us absolutely no clues. And this right here gets to the heart of it. What's her real motivation? Is she just trying to grab some milk and bread? Or is there a deeper, maybe even existential reason for this errand? To answer that, we need a better framework. Luckily for us, we're not going into this blind. To really solve this mystery, we can turn to a key scholarly framework, one that's designed to help us understand what makes characters do what they do. And that concept is narrative motivation. It's basically the engine of any story. If we can figure out our protagonist's true motivation, we can unlock the meaning of the entire text. And the key to all of this comes from this really important secondary source. This analysis gives us the lens we need to see what's going on. It suggests the motivation is way more complex than just running an errand, which completely reframes the whole story.
So now that we have this framework, we can do a moment-by-moment analysis of the dialogue. We can break it down into a clear, easy-to-understand structure.
And what's amazing is that it perfectly fits a classic three-act structure. You start with the affirmation, where the character is getting ready. That leads to the confession, where she reveals her internal conflict. And it ends with the revelation, the moment she's discovered. It's a perfect, tiny little story. Here you can see the main conflict laid out so clearly. You have her stated goal, which she's supposed to do, right up against her internal state, her reality, the thing holding her back. This is the very essence of character-driven drama. And if we visualize where the tension is coming from, you can see three different things at play. First, there's the pressure of the errand itself. Second, you've got her personal obstacle, her inebriation. And third, there's the social pressure, the fear of being caught. All these forces mash together to create a really compelling story. Okay, so this brings us to our conclusion. After all this analysis, what have we actually learned? What are the big takeaways from this seemingly simple story? Well, when you boil it all down, the journey to the shop is really a metaphor for any quest for purpose when you're facing personal difficulties. The confession is that classic conflict between what we have to do and who we are. And getting caught, well, that's the universal fear of being judged for our private struggles. And what's truly amazing is that all of this complexity, this entire hero's journey, is contained in just one single unbroken narrative thread. There are no subplots, no distractions, it's just pure, focused storytelling. And so we come back to the title, but now we see it totally differently, don't we? It's not just a simple plan anymore. It's a declaration of will.
It's a cry of determination in the face of some pretty big odds. A lady needs go to a shop.
Which leaves us with one last big question. If we really think about the pressures, the obstacles, and the motivations behind our own day-to-day tasks, could it be that every trip to the store, every daily errand, is its own little hero's journey? It's definitely something to think about.